Hey, welcome into Thy Kingdom Come. We're a podcast where we talk everything Chiefs and NFL. I'm Justin. I'm sitting with Deontay and Josiah. And, man, we got the full schedule out. We know what's happening this season. I'm excited. And that's kind of what we're going to talk about, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sweet. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. I think it's going to be a good year. I've seen some predictions that I don't agree with, but yeah, D, you wanna just kind of get us started on that?
Yep. So we got the full schedule released, and we got some. It's pretty cool. We got some primetime games. We're playing a little bit all over the week throughout the whole season. With kind of funny. Later on we'll get into. We got a Wednesday game, so that's pretty interesting. But we'll get to that later. So as we know, we kind of hit the first 2 weeks of the season last week because we knew that those were released. With on Thursday, September 5th, we got the Baltimore Ravens, and we did give predictions to that as far as the scoring goes. I had 24-10. And then, Justin, you had 35-17.
And I stand by that.
And he stand by that. So, and I'll stand by my 24-10. So
I respect it.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So, but that'll kick the season off against the Baltimore Ravens. Briefly here, we do have preseason. Woo! Yeah. Anyways, but the preseason, we got Jacksonville.
You sound just as excited as Roger Goodell about the preseason.
Right.
That's hilarious.
We got... to kick that off, that's August 10th on a Saturday against Jacksonville. And then we got the Detroit the following week, and then we got Chicago. So those are the 3 weeks, which, we may see our starters maybe play a series,
especially against
out of
the Bears.
all 3 weeks. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But preseason, there you go. You had it. That's out of the way. But then, we go to start the season off with the Baltimore on September 5th.
Yep.
And then we got Cincinnati on September 15th, which we gave a prediction of the score on that with, I said that 17-10. I said that this game will be just, for whatever reason, it's the Cincinnati Bengals. It'll be a little closer against them than my score with the Baltimore. And then Justin had them basically blown out the water with a 30-7.
30-7. I also made a very bold prediction last week that the Chiefs will not score under 24 points this season.
Yes, he did say that.
I don't care what defense we're playing, but we'll get into it later about the record of the teams we play from last year and their success. So, 24 points, nothing less.
Yeah, hey, if it happens, I'm all for it. But, I don't know. I guess I want to be a little more realistic, and just things can happen. How about that?
Hey man, I'm out here living my dreams. Okay,
he's living his dreams. So we'll just go with that. Those are the first 2 games, and then we kick off to the third week, which is against the Atlanta Falcons on a Sunday, and that's the prime time, baby. We got a 7:20. Sunday night game
against Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix. Who knows?
Yeah, which
we paid this guy 4 years, $180 million, and he might not even play.
And so we're going to draft in the first round and move up to get Michael Penix. So, whoa, good luck over there in the organization, right? No drama over there.
Oh
right?
My gosh.
So, that week, we do know that Kirk Cousins is still recovering from Achilles injury. Mm-hmm. So, who knows how that'll be.
Right.
If we could see Michael Penix, I don't know. We'll see that timeline. So that that was a big draft pick for them. This game, excuse me. I think they got I don't know. I think the Atlanta Falcons were really shaky last year. They had some quarterback trouble and things like that.
Well, they had Desmond Ridder.
Yeah, they did draft Bijan Robinson, which
it was either really good or not.
Yes,
there was no in between.
There was one game he only played like 3 snaps, and he was not on any injury designation. So, but then they were like, well, he kind of was a little sick, but it was like you know what?
Right.
I had him as my fantasy running back, so I was pretty upset.
Now
'cause I needed that.
They do have Kyle Pitts and Drake London still.
Yep.
Which I'm a huge fan of Drake London.
Yep.
Dude's a playmaker. So
Yep. Yep. They got Rondale Moore from the Cardinals.
Darnell Mooney.
Yep.
Don't forget Mooney.
Yep. They got Mooney because he was one that we were looking to grab.
Yep.
So they grabbed him. So we got to beat you guys just for doing that. So have at that.
And and I will say they have the best kicker name in the league. Well, maybe the second best.
Yeah. Young Hoku.
Young Hoku.
Yep. So that's that. But listen, I get this Atlanta Falcons game. I got this Atlanta Falcons game as a blowout. I get this as
in Atlanta.
Yeah, not trying to be, cocky or anything like that, but we're coming out on Sunday night. And I mean it is going to be an ATL, so that is that. But we're going to come out and let them have it since Kadarius Toney wants to buy motorcycles in Atlanta. So we're going to come out and beat them. So
Kadarius Toney. Watch Kadarius Toney put up like 150 yards and like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. So instead of throwing up to OTAs, he's buying a bike. So, but yeah, I got a prediction at the Atlanta game. I got it. I'm giving them 1 touchdown.
Yep.
7. And we're going to come out. You know what? I'll just mimic your 30. What was it? 30-7? Yeah, I'm going 30-7 against the Falcons right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna surprise you guys because it's gonna sound weird, but as a Chiefs fan, understand we played down to our opponents, so we're only scoring 4 touchdowns this game.
Only 4.
Only 4, and I think it's gonna be 28-9.
Okay.
3 field goals.
3 field goals.
3 field goals for the Falcons.
Okay, Mr. Koo gonna have a big game.
Gonna have a big game. I'm gonna draft him in my fantasy draft.
You better pick him up in the fantasy draft, right? So, yeah, that's what I got. I got 30-7 against the Falcons.
Cool.
I do think it's a little interesting that that this is a game, a team or game that we do get that Sunday night.
Right.
I'm assuming, with the hype of, them getting Kirk Cousins and then obviously the drama of drafting Michael Penix, and they're just trying to get them a little, spotlight out there. It was a little interesting that fell on that Sunday night fell with that game.
Right.
But hey, I'll take it. I love those primetime games.
Yep. So does Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, that is true.
He does love those primetime games.
Yep. So that's September 22nd at 7:20. Be watching it. Okay. So, and then we jump down to the 4th week, which is against a division rival in the Los Angeles Chargers. Yep, that is Sunday, September 29th. That's a 3:25 game. And this one, brings into its own because of the fact of we understand it is a division rival. We got Mr. Harbaugh coming in as the coach, and we just know that.
Still surprised they didn't draft J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, right. They completely did an overhaul in areas of staff and players.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of just moving pieces that happen. So we'll see how it comes together.
They definitely prioritized keeping their defensive players.
Yes, they
over
did.
Offensive.
Yes,
players.
they did. I mean, but hey, what do they say? Defense wins games. Okay, so we'll see it. But
defense wins championships.
Yeah,
but you have to get to the playoffs to be able to win those championships.
So against the Chargers, listen, there's a lot of new pieces that is coming into the organization this year.
Yep.
But it never fails just the battle of just that divisional play. So against this Chargers, I'm going with a 17-10. I'm going with a 17-10.
Another 17-10 game. Okay.
Yeah, a 17-10. And I think that Herbert's going to be Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be a turnover that really cost them the game as far as us coming out with the win of that. I think it's going to be a key turnover that happens from Justin Herbert. And because here's the thing, there's going to be a lot more pressure I say pressure, but I think there's going to be a lot more riding on Justin Herbert because he doesn't have Austin Eckler, that safety valve, coming
Right.
from the backfield where he was huge in the run game and huge in the receiving game.
Right.
And I think that's a huge portion. They did pick up Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins from Baltimore Ravens, but Austin Eckler is pretty unique. Like he's a stud, and he always played the Chiefs tough. You lose him, we don't have to worry about a 7-foot Mike Williams, that we always have trouble with. And then, Keenan Allen, who's just a straight dog. We don't have to worry about that either. So,
Dude, Keenan Allen was sneaky fast.
Oh, yes,
I mean, he still is. But against, he always sneaky fast.
Yeah, he had great games against us.
And so you said 17-10 with that?
Yeah, I guess 17-10.
So
I just feel like, man, I don't know. I just feel it's going to be closer than we want when it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And I just feel, I got that.
So this is going to be riding on the train of we play down to our opponents. I'm a little iffy about this one. If we, I was thinking about potentially before I thought about the fact that their offense is in shambles. But before I thought about that, I'm like, Chiefs might lose 27-24 or something like that. But man, I can't see us losing to the Chargers this year.
I can't either.
You got to be able to score.
Yep.
And against our defense, which practically went unchanged other than L'Jarius Sneed and Willie Gay, I'm sorry, I don't see them scoring enough points to beat us.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong, their defense does usually play us really well.
Yep.
But we also, I don't know what our exact record in SoFi is, but I don't think we've lost in SoFi yet. I think the times the Chargers have beat us since they've been in SoFi was in Arrowhead. I don't think we've lost in SoFi.
No, I don't think so either.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know for sure. Don't fact check me on that.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs are unbeaten in SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
So SoFi.
Wait, but that's with. Have we played the Rams?
No,
in SoFi.
The last time we played the Rams was not in SoFi.
No, it wasn't in SoFi. That was that game that was 50-something to
54-51.
Yeah.
That Jared
that's
Goff
with
beat us.
That's with the Week 18.
Right. That's with us resting.
With us resting.
Week 18.
And it was close, 13-12.
Yeah,
Still.
but still.
But I mean,
we rested our starters and still beat the Chargers with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler.
Yeah,
so.
week 7, it was 17. It was 31-17.
Yeah, at Arrowhead, but
still.
yeah. So I think the Chiefs are putting up another 30 spot.
Okay.
So I'm going to say 30-14.
30-14.
30-14.
All right.
Maybe 17 if they can get a field goal, late. We're up. I think we're up 30-7 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And there's touchdown, garbage time field goal.
Okay. All right. So we got that, but that closes out that Chargers game, which moves us to the following week as a primetime game. Again, Monday night, October 7th at 7:15 against New Orleans.
Nolans.
We got Nolans, and they're coming to the kingdom.
It's a homecoming game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Willie Gay, Tyrann Mathieu, Tano Passanio, Colin Saunders.
Yep.
They're all coming back.
They're coming home, but not to the Chiefs. So
I'm coming home.
So that's why we have to beat them. I'm just gonna put that like that.
For sure.
No.
Yep.
But yeah, that's why we got there, because that's why I think we will come out on top on this game, is because Derek Carr is a familiar quarterback to us from playing twice a year when he was with the Raiders, and there's always some kind of going on with Alvin Kamara, whether suspension or injury, but he's a stud player. But I just think that we have Derek Carr's number. Their defense is pretty decent as well.
Now he has beat us in Arrowhead before.
That's true.
I think he has a couple wins in Arrowhead.
Yeah.
2 or 3. So he's beat us in Arrowhead before.
Yep, that is true.
But
not this time. Sorry, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. So that's the New Orleans game. Hopefully, we'll be able to maybe see a little bit of Kool-Aid out there, one of the draft picks. I just like that name. Sorry. So that game, I will be drinking some red Kool-Aid. So just want y'all to know that.
See, purple's my favorite flavor.
Okay.
I'm a purple guy.
Yeah, just what
flavor?
What flavor?
I think I like blue.
Like blue?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why we don't ask
Yeah.
him questions. So, but moving on. No. We got the New Orleans. I think that this game, Monday night, I think this game is going to be a little shootout. I think it's gonna be-
Really?
I do.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a little shootout.
Okay.
Um,
Now, when the Raiders have been in Arrowhead against us with Derek Carr, the past few years, I mean, minus last year, obviously, but they have gotten out into big leads.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, okay. All right.
Yep. So I got a shootout here, and I am going with 34-31. Chiefs.
Okay.
34-31. I don't know why I think that, this may be a game that the most points may be put up against us, but I just feel
Right.
like, I don't know. I just feel it's going to be a little. I mean, I think the defenses on both sides for this game, I just feel like they're both going to struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
So I got 34-31.
Okay.
That's
All
what I
right.
got.
Okay. So I'm looking at last year's scores, right?
Yep.
In last year's scores, I'm looking to see what the most points a team put up on the Chiefs was.
Okay.
And only one team. No, I'm sorry. No, yeah, only one team put up more than 28 points on the Chiefs last year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in the preseason. It was the Browns. So I don't see that happening this year, especially against Derek Carr. Now, but I do think
Hey,
it is going to be a higher scoring game. I actually have this at probably I'm gonna give us let's do 40-28.
40-28. Okay.
No. Okay,
Hey,
so I
in
need
the preseason last year, we did lose 26-24 to them.
you know what? No, I'm gonna give the former Chiefs defense some more credit.
I ain't giving them no credit.
I'll give them some more credit. We'll say 35-28.
You got 35-28.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't see us giving up 30 points this year.
Okay.
And I truly think in order to beat the Chiefs, you're going to have to put up 27 points.
Okay. Got to put up 27 more points. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's that for the New Orleans. That's Monday night prime time game. So that's gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Suck it, Josh.
Yeah. and then sorry, that's a friend of ours. So, in week 6 we have a bye week. That's our bye week. We get some rest.
I hate this.
Which I
hate this.
I do too, because it's just like, come on, NFL, what you trying to do? You trying to beef up the schedule? Give us some kind of weird games, some short weeks and different things later on. And,
Well, and you gotta think,
after the first 5 games, we go into our bye week. So it's going to be a long stretch.
Our first game, we got a 10-game stretch after that. I'd rather have a 10-game stretch after
yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah. I don't like that one either.
Nope.
So I guess you're just going to have to buckle
Suck it
down.
up, yeah.
And get to it, I guess. So that one, yeah, I don't like it because like last year our bye week was in week 10. So I don't know, just feel that's a great break. I guess which team would like a bye week early, right? But I guess we'll see how it plays out. We got we brought in depth coming into this season, so
Yep.
we're ready for it. So, and then the following week in week 7, October 20th, we have the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers Super Bowl rematch. And I gave my prediction of 20-17. And just with some thought, I think we lose that game 20-17.
So and
I think
for the record,
I think we lose that game.
we did say it was at Arrowhead. It is not. It is in San Francisco.
Yep, that is true.
So I'm having a tough one with this because Andy Reid out of the bye week is crazy good. Andy Reid out of the bye week is crazy good. Has he lost out of the bye week?
Yes, last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
21-17 to
We did.
Philadelphia.
But, man, so.
Which, again, and this is so funny, right? So 2 seasons in a row after our bye week, we faced the opponent that we faced in the Super Bowl. Is that funny?
That it? Yeah. Like,
Yeah. The Super Bowl, 2022 Super Bowl, we faced the Philadelphia Eagles. We had a bye week in Week 10. We rematched them after the bye week. And then this year, after our bye week, we are rematching the Super Bowl team that opponent that we faced.
I see. I was thinking 2 years back, I was like, but we weren't in the Super Bowl the year before. Sorry. Wait, we were in the Super Bowl the year before.
Yeah, because we went back to back.
Oh, my gosh. Guys, it's okay. I think there's something wrong with me.
It's early.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Andy Reid is 21-3.
Okay.
After a post bye week games.
That's
in his career.
That's in his career.
In his
Right.
career.
He's had
Look at the stat guy coming
2
through. My man.
losses in Kansas City.
2 of them being in Kansas City.
I think one of them was in Philadelphia, and the other 2 were in Kansas City.
Don't quote us on that. I'm not.
So Philly came in and beat us.
Yeah.
That's why I think I got the 2017 and I said the Chiefs take this one. But I don't know. I thought about it. And in San Fran, that loss still hurt, even though they're moving on to the the next season. We are coming off a bye week. We hope, we are not sluggish, whatever. But I will say that, if Rashee Rice get a 6-game suspension,
He comes back this week.
does he come back because the bye week?
No. He won't come back.
See?
He'll come back the next game.
The following week.
Because it's 6 games, not 6 weeks.
Yep, exactly. So again, even more little reason why I feel, because if he gets that six game suspension, or it could be 8, I think we lose the San Fran 49. But I like my score 20-17, but I think San Fran will take this one. This is our first loss of the season.
So originally I said 24-17 for the Chiefs. That was in Arrowhead. I think the Chiefs lose this game too, 27-24.
Okay.
I still think I'm sticking with we ain't scoring under 24.
Right.
You got to score 27 to beat us. Last year it was if the Chiefs score more than 20, we went undefeated. If the Chiefs score less than 20, we lost more than we won. Right. So
It's actually 21-4 before we move on. This was before we played the game.
last year?
Yeah. So he's 21-4.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's
I guess he's washed.
He's 7-3.
Yeah.
Wait, no, 7-3 as a Chiefs head coach, 8-3, something like that.
Probably, yeah.
After the bye week, so yeah, I think we lose in San Francisco. Unfortunately, we haven't lost them in the regular season. We haven't lost to them in a minute. When was the last time we lost to the 49ers? Can you find that out? But we usually play them really well. But if there's a game, I look at our schedule. I'm not Nick Wright. I'm not saying we're going undefeated. But I'm looking at our schedule, and there's not many games I think we have the potential of losing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this game is the most likely for us to lose.
Okay. Yep. So that's the San Fran, which we both have just rethought and think that's going to be our first loss of the season. Okay.
Yep.
So and then we got week 8. That's going to be October 27th against the Raiders.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
That's the Raiders. It's going to be in Las Vegas. That's 325. Which, hey, that's the same stadium we won the Super Bowl in, so we're back. So
It's
listen.
Arrowhead West, bro.
Yes. So check this out. I think this game, we're coming out with vengeance. We're coming out with vengeance.
Coming off a loss.
Yep. With that and the fact that Denver broke that record for us, but they did beat us the second game of the season.
Yep.
Last year
In Arrowhead.
in Arrowhead, which that was 20-14. 20-14, and isn't that the game that second half? It was just we came out horrible. I think it was
so bad.
Yeah, it was just so bad. So, and we understand that was Las Vegas Super Bowl for them for beating us, but I think it's going to be different. So Aiden O'Connell's going down. That's what we're saying there. They did lose Josh Jacobs.
Wait, you're not talking about going down with an injury. You're talking about just like losing.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. He's going to be the losing quarterback. Yeah, he's going to be healthy, but they're going to lose as a team. How about that one?
Look, we hate the Raiders, okay? Hate the Raiders, but we do not wish long-term injury on anybody.
No, not at all.
Maybe just like spraining an ankle, like maybe
toe. No.
stub. Yeah, you stub your toe on the way out to the field. Pull a hammy that you can just stretch out and miss half the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Dehydration.
Yeah.
That you can just go get an IV real quick.
Right.
Not severe dehydration, but just like I'm a little tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we take this Las Vegas game. Again, they lost Josh Jacobs, so that's a huge part that we don't have to worry.
Mm-hmm.
We still worry, but the game plan can be around stopping Devontae Adams and their first round draft pick Brock Bowers, because I think he's going to come into the league, kind of doing his thing.
Yep.
He does have a little injury at the moment, but there's a long way to start the season. And then of course, we got Max Crosby on the other side, who he just bothers me.
He plays so the thing is, he plays so dirty, man. He's always hitting after the whistle,
especially against the Chiefs.
Mahomes, and
Yeah.
he loves it. He said he'd take the penalties.
I know,
and I get why. Honestly, if I was a football player, I'd probably do the same thing. You just poke the bear a little bit. He's always making contact with Mahomes after the ball is gone. Mm-hmm. It doesn't get called often because of the division rivalry side of it.
Right.
But Mahomes and Crosby are always at it, head to head on the field. But they're cordial off the field. Off the field, they're just like, yeah, no, he's a great player. I love playing against him and all that jazz. And they respect each other's game, which is good. I love having really good defensive players in the other on the other teams in our division, because when we beat them, we can say just because you're good doesn't mean you're better than us.
Yeah,
I like trashing good players.
Well, and it gets Mahomes pretty fired up.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to be. Even though I don't like him, hey, he fuels us to
100%.
come out and play harder. So,
wheels on the bus go around and around.
So the Raiders here, we got. I got my score. Looking like, I got 34-10. 34-10.
I'm going to agree with that score.
The Chiefs are taking that game.
Should we pick the same score? I don't think we should pick the same score.
Yeah, we can pick different.
I'm going to say 35-10.
All right, 35. Yeah,
no, hold on, time out. I am not respecting Harrison Butker enough. I'm going to say 37-10.
37.
Well, so 37, that would be 4 field goals and 3 field goals and 4 touchdowns.
Okay.
Gotta give Harrison Butker more points.
Yeah,
okay,
come on, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yep. So I got 34-10. Justin got 37-10. So 37-10.
4 touchdowns and 3 field goals.
Yep. 28 plus 9.
28. Oh yeah.
37.
Yeah.
Math is hard.
This really is. No. Alrighty. So that's that one. All right, and then we circle back around on Monday night. Another Monday night game on November 4th with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, again, primetime game that is at 7:15.
In the loudest stadium in the world.
Yep, so that will be here in Arrowhead. They're coming here, and so that's the Bucs. Listen, the Bucs had a great run last year, even winning the first round in
Baker
the playoffs.
Mayfield on the comeback.
Yep, Baker Mayfield got paid. He got a little money in his
He
pocket.
did.
So did Mike Evans. He got a little money in his pocket. So they're coming out. I mean, they look okay. Okay, they look okay. They did lose a decent defensive player, linebacker. But they did pick up KJ Britt. So, but I think that we come out against the Buccaneers, and I do see this one as a win because they're going to be like, all right, Mike Evans, you don't want to come play for the Chiefs? All right, we're going to show you why you should have came and played for the Chiefs instead of get all that money. All right, sorry. But
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all right.
You all right?
You good? Yeah.
I feel like you're a little hurt.
I'm great right now. That was
I feel
awesome.
it's a little hurt. That's the most animated I've seen Deontay on this podcast so
Personally
far.
hurt.
Yeah. I'm personally hurt because I really wanted him, and he was going to get some money, just not as much money. But hey, I respect him to stay and continue out his legacy.
He does have
there.
a ring.
Yep.
He does have a ring. He's not ring chasing right now. He's bag chasing.
Yep. So I do appreciate him staying for the legacy part because, you know, as we've kind of talked on side conversations, which is, it seems like, you know, a lot of the legacy is lost with, you know, just kind of money-wise out there. So I do respect him for staying and just continue to build what they're doing there. And he did say, you know, he wanted Baker Mayfield to be his quarterback. So I respect that. He's kind of his career kind of has turned back around. Baker got paid a little bit of money. So, you know, hey, Rachaad White, he gets to come home because he is a Missouri native. So he gets to come home, but he's going to come home and take an L. Sorry about that, buddy. But your family can come watch you and see you take that L back at home. So,
Let him score a touchdown.
yeah,
though.
yeah, he'll get a touchdown.
He can score a touchdown.
So, but Tampa Bay, okay? Tampa Bay, Monday night game,
Mm-hmm.
and this is what I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with 24-13. 24-13.
Okay.
They'll get a touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
which will probably be Rachaad White, okay?
Okay.
And then they'll get a couple field goals. But I got 34-13. The Chiefs are taking that dub. They're taking that dub.
You say 34 or 24?
Sorry, 24. My apologies.
Okay.
24-13.
So I'm going to keep it short, sweet, to the point. 28-14.
28-14.
It's a good team.
Yep.
Good players.
Yep.
We own them in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
28-14.
Yep. All right. So that one's that one, and that one's that. So we will cut the schedule and our predictions there, just for some time's sake. That's the first 9 weeks. We'll get to the latter 9 weeks coming next week.
Yep.
Just a couple of side notes, couple side things out there. Rashee Rice, we do get a little update on the whole assault deal, and the charges.
Yep.
Things there have been dropped, and that did come from the what was it, the state, I think it was, which was the issue based off of the information that they had. I think that's who it was. Was it the state or the police department? One of them.
It looks like the DPD.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, the Dallas Police Department.
Yeah. So it also, the alleged accuser
Yep.
also said that.
Sent the affidavit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he, which I'm confused by the whole situation.
I think that this is just my opinion of what I, with this coming out. I think it confused a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it's like, kind of like, what the heck,
Yeah.
But I do think that, there can be a couple things here, and even the store owner said, man, Rashee Rice was only probably there about 30 minutes or so,
Right.
and he didn't even have a drink.
Right.
So, even what they was trying to look at surveillance cameras and different things, it was just like, I don't know what has been seen.
Right.
But just a couple of thoughts I had was, one is this, either misunderstanding after, with some details and things that came out, and the accuser just, some sort of misunderstanding and, wanting to not press charges, drop those charges, send an affidavit and things in. Or the case could be is, hey, maybe some little altercation maybe did happen, and maybe Rice just paid him off. And the reporter's like, hey, I don't want any other details coming off. Whatever you gave me is good enough.
Yep.
Now, I just a couple. This is just my opinion,
Right.
and a couple scenarios that I think that it could have just been a wash
Potentially, right.
and just moved on. Walked away. Rasheed Rice was like, "Dude, my bad. I punched you in the face. Whatever. Here's some money. Let's just move on from it. Whatever. All to say some good news regarding that, because it's all just been, man. I just tell you what, it seems like just some of the players are losing their mind. You know what I mean?
Well, and then you got the Wanye Morris situation that happened on top of that. Like, it's just, there's a lot of stuff. With the Rasheed Rice and the alleged assault or whatever, I've been very vocal between our group about it. But I've been very kind of harsh towards the photographer, reporter, whatever it was.
Sure.
About why would you call the cops and say, but I don't want to press charges, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a situation where he did get hit in the face, and the first person he saw was Rasheed Rice.
Sure.
Maybe that happened. Maybe he got hit and somebody else was there. Bars are crowded, man.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it did happen. And maybe he thought it was Rice because he was the guy in that direction. How many times have you tapped somebody on the opposite shoulder and made them think it was somebody, somebody else? Maybe that's the scenario. Maybe Rice did give him a little bit of money. Maybe Rice just had a sit down with the dude. Maybe he was like, "Hey, man, it wasn't me. The guy might have talking to the owner of the building, whatever it was. I'm glad that part is behind him. I'm sick of hearing about all this stuff, and you don't hear. I guarantee there's stuff going on with other teams that you're just not hearing about,
right?
Because we're defending Super Bowl two-time defending Super Bowl champions, and everybody wants everybody wants your head on the stake.
Yep.
They want to put you in the spotlight. They want you to fail, and they're going to point out everything. And I will say, with all this going on, this is still not the worst thing to happen to the Chiefs in the last 15 years.
Yeah, sure.
So.
Yep. So that's some good news there, and also some good news regarding Rasheed Rice is he did show up to OTAs.
Yes, he did.
So he did show up to OTAs.
Team's stoked.
Yep. So, getting back around some healthy guys, and hopefully just some people to bring him alongside, and we just kind of walked through the situation. So that was good.
Yeah.
A little couple other things from OTAs. We know Xavier Worthy had a little hamstring. Discomfort, and so within the first day and a half. So one of the days he didn't do much, and I think it's just precautionary, nothing major, anything like that.
Well, and the weather's been kind of crazy.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Weather's been hot, it's been cold, cramps can happen.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, Andy Reid said Xavier Worthy is a smart kid. He's been learning a lot, taking a lot in. So even when he was on the sideline, just watching drills and he was just observing in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
He was still taking it all in. So, but he's okay. Again, they're just thinking a little precautionary. So, don't worry, he's good. We'll be all right. Another just showed up to OTAs. Out of our draft picks right now, Kingsley, he signed his 4-year deal.
Yep.
The only one that has not signed is Xavier Worthy yet.
Mm-hmm.
All the other draft picks have been signed. So,
which that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Nobody needs to look at this as like, oh my gosh, why isn't he signing? Why isn't he signing? This isn't a Marvin Harrison Jr. thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
The first and second round pick normally, take a little longer because there is a little different type of money that is offered to them because they guarantee.
Yep.
So, there's no contract dispute or anything like that. He'll just, they're working on that, and so we'll hear that soon released, and we'll, get that information out. But he's the last one that will be signed of his rookie contract, because they do have to add in potentially the 5th-year option. So they got to have all those details incorporated. So we'll be waiting to hear that. That's just a couple of things noteworthy there. Kadarius Toney, he did not show up to OTAs yet, as he was, like we said,
broom.
Yeah, getting the broom in ATL. He's one guy that, hey, I think that, man, you better be at everything you can because, his spot is not guaranteed.
The coaches and the team might have faith in him, but he's losing Kansas City.
Yeah, because here's the thing: his $2.5 million cap hit is dead.
Yep.
So whether we keep him or lose him, it's going to hit anyway. So, because I think that's one position that, some battling to go on within the receiver part, especially, depending on the suspension of the accident
Right.
with Rashee Rice. So, Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, Justin Ross, I think really fighting for, a spotter there too. So it's just, a little interesting just to see.
I would love to
kinda what
see
happens, so-
Justin Ross just break out.
Yeah.
A lot of high hopes for that dude coming out of college.
Yep.
So I would love to see him just break out, have a good season, a non-injury ridden season.
I agree.
So
Yep, so we'll see there. One of the big highlights is Brian Cook. He has came back, working out in the OTAs. So he his injury designation has been removed. He's came back ready to play. So that's very exciting.
dude's a dog.
Yes, he is. So we're looking pretty healthy again. And I think Derek Nottie, I don't think he's full 100% from his injury. And then we know Charles Omenihu is still kind of rehabbing from his injury. That's going to take a little minute. So those are some highlights coming from OTAs. We had Patrick Mahomes. He had showed up. Isaiah Pacheco, Rashee Rice, Hollywood Brown was there. Xavier Worthy. I think Kingsley was there. Creed Humphrey was there. Joe Tooney was not.
Nope.
Trey Smith was not. Kelsey was there. I don't think Chris Jones was not there. But several others defensive players were there.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
No,
It is
it's
optional.
It's a voluntary thing. There's
Yep.
still 2 more weekends of OTA or weekdays of OTAs.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could have been things on the lines of, hey, had family events,
Sure.
summer plans, whatever. Like we said, it's voluntary. It's not mandatory minicamp or anything like that. So
Yep.
That is coming up quick, though.
Yes, it is. So it was good to see a bunch of those key players that were there. And I know the other players will come around and be showing up to the later ones as well. So just a few little updates regarding OTAs and such. So that's what we got for going on here. And, again, next week we'll hit on the latter 9 of that. So, hey, man, listen, if you got, of the first 9 games the first 9 weeks with 8 games that we've talked about, hey, if you got some predictions, we'd love to hear them in the comment. Let's see what you got. Whether you like some of our predictions or not, or what's your own prediction.
So we're
throw
saying
it out there.
We're saying the Chiefs are 7-1
Yep.
through the first 8 games.
Yep. 7-1.
Which is
We're going to the bye.
I mean, that's not far off.
No, not at all.
Like looking at
Because we started
Patrick
6-1 last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, we started off 6-1 last year.
6-1 last year.
So and which people were surprised that we started off 6-1 last year.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now the year before we had a few more losses
Yeah, we did.
at the beginning, but we ended pretty good. So
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that Colts
Nope.
game.
don't want to talk about it. Oh my gosh, we're not. Oh my gosh.
Yep. So,
Anyways, so yeah, we're pretty excited for the. I say we're excited every episode.
yeah.
I don't know what. I'm just excited. I love football,
Yeah.
guys. I love football.
Mm-hmm.
I missed a calling in life to be Mitch Holthus' sidekick.
What was wrong with you, dude?
I have no idea. I should have taken it. And the race is on. Oh, that's a quote from a TV show. I'm just, sorry.
And one more small parting gift. From
Yeah.
what I can tell, the Chiefs or Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes are 4-0 against this Kyle Shanahan squad.
Oh. Okay. Hey.
Because we had the Super Bowl, then we had a regular season.
Are you talking about the
2022.
49ers?
49ers.
Against the 49ers. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, prove our scores wrong. We want to be
Do it.
undefeated going here, so
8-0, baby.
do it, Andy Reid.
Hey, maybe Nick Wright got that tattoo a year early.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like, maybe just a year early.
Yeah.
Never a doubt. But
We do have their number, I would say. So
yeah, we do.
I hope it's like that again, but we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys clicking on the video. Make sure you're liking, you're commenting, you're subscribing if you want to see more. We do read all the comments because there's so many of them. But we read all the comments. We'll have a conversation with you. And yeah, man, I guess until next time, guys, thy kingdom come.